Welcome. Welcome to Mystic Moons. Late night under the starry canopy of the universe, of the cosmos. Let's explore our lives. Our lives. Thank you for the hearts. So many things, as we know, happen every day. And sometimes, maybe every day, we struggle to find out just why are these things happening? Why am I paying attention to this? Well, our lives are all connected. We've been hearing a lot about Venezuela. We know that we're in war with Venezuela. The United States is in the war with Venezuela. And Mystic Moons is located in the northeast part of North America, of the United States. And due to the conditions that have been happening to this country, every single thing is of importance. This is not a little thing. War with a huge country, Venezuela, the size of France and Germany together, is not a small time matter. And we've been told that through the Trump administration, that it is to get even, what is ours, what is the United States. Now they're dealing with petro companies, the oil companies that had business before Hugo Chavez was the leader of Venezuela. In other words, the United States went colonialistically into another country and made contracts to procure their natural resources, mainly oil. And they wanted and they didn't get the dividends, they didn't get the profits, they didn't get what they intended to get, the corporations, the transatlantic, trans-Pacific, transnational corporations. And we're supposedly going back in there to Trump administration is saying, we want our dues. It's ours. Yours is mine. Your closet is my stuff. Is mine. Your land, it's mine. Now, this war has been perpetrated by saying, first of all, drugs. Now, we know it's not drugs. Especially with the United States Trump administration just passing the gateway drug of marijuana, and we'll call it the gateway drug because it's been referred to that. And from like a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3 for the inflated reason of its medical properties. Forget about the drug. It can give you psychosis, schizophrenia, etc. But we're not here talking about that particular element right now. Right now, we're talking about the Bermuda Triangle and the fact that war with Venezuela is not about drugs. Even though we've been bombing fishermen or somebody who's trying to make a buck or two, I can't see it, and we can't see it because there's no trial, no transparency. And we can just feel for the pain of the people that get involved in this globalistic or panoramic, huge deal. Now, this deal is huger than any of us have yet to really speculate. And this is where we need cosmic energy. We need the universe to help us plot through this maze of talk, of statements, of things. There's so many things going around. It feels like a salad, like a free-for-all buffet salad, and you have to pick which ones. What are the 7 types of greens? I mean, it's just so much to digest mentally. But take a step aside for a second. Mystic Moons, I want you to think about something. Now we have the stage set that there is war in in Venezuela. And that's been going on for a while. It's not something new that just happened a few months ago. Venezuelan war has been going on for about 8-10 years, probably, at least. Openly, candidly, emphatically. So we've been having sanctions with sanctioning that country very, very long. Very, very long. Responsible for like a couple thousand deaths, not just the 25 or 45 that has been mentioned, 80, I think, by the bombing of the small boats off the coast of Venezuela. Now, think back for a moment. Where's the location of Venezuela? You got it? It's in the northeastern part of South America, right? And taking a sidestep a moment, just a little sidestep a moment, our hostilities are not just limited to Venezuela, but also to Colombia and Mexico. Now, you got that location geographically in your mind, right? We have South America, North America, almost South America, North America. And the tip and the circle here, the letter C, that's, Mexico, right? Now, what is over here? Now, I'm just pointing to the universe, but the Bermuda Triangle. Bermuda Triangle. Now, you say, okay, we've heard about Bermuda. We've heard the song, the Jimmy Buffett song, Bermuda, Bermuda, whatever it goes. Think about it. Bermuda Triangle has been in the news for decades. Decades. Why? Mysterious element of like, can't explain why these things happen in the Bermuda Triangle. Bermuda Triangle is not just a legend. Bermuda Triangle is something else. Something else. Ships go missing, planes go missing, people go missing. Why do people go missing? Now, take a step over here, and think about something else that you know about. Alien bases aren't just on planets, asteroids, land, sky. No. Alien bases are also underwater. So, think a moment. Area 51. Now, everybody in the world has heard about Area 51. Off limits. No airspace, you can't come close, etc., etc., etc. Now, Area 51 sounds like it could be a lot of things. Aliens, things like that. Now, Bermuda Triangle. What do you think the Bermuda Triangle code name, or not exactly puffed up name, well-known name, is? It is the sister base of Area 51. Underwater. And we do know that the Bermuda Triangle is not exactly, like the top of like a pyramid triangle or an Aztec triangle. It's more obtuse, it's different. It's a different type of geometric triangle. It touches Puerto Rico. It touches Florida, close to Florida, and Bermuda. But it's not just like this. No, it's more like this way, like that. And recently, and also too, the Caribbean seas. That's where we've been plugging the poor fishermen or broke ass motorboats that are saying they're bringing drugs into the country. And these are all cover stories. Cosmos is telling that these are all cover stories because they, we just had a lot of drone activity being open to the public, right? Re-engineered alien crafts, so to speak. Hello, how are you, Fabian? We just had a lot of talk about that and no answer, even though Trump administration said he was going to come in there and do that and tell everybody what are these crafts. They've been all over the world. And we have a lot of sightings for decades, centuries, and still zip, zip, zip. Now these mysteries, ships have disappeared, boats have disappeared, people have disappeared, planes have disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle. So, yeah. And we also have seen these strange crafts coming from the waters, going into airspace, and then going back again into the water. Off the coast of Florida, there's been a lot of things happening. And elsewhere, Area 51 underground is not underground. It's in the ocean too. It's in the waters of the Caribbean. So let's just ask, are we on the right track? Are we on the right track for this revelation? Are we cosmically knowing that we've been fed, we're always fed one story, we're always given one subject to think about. But the true quest of the secret worlds, the secrets of the world. Now, we don't want the Russians there. We don't want the Chinese there. Not because we don't want them to have their oil, because there's oil elsewhere. And because besides, aren't we in our solar energy, wind energy, echo energy reality? Are we graduated from oil? Even nuclear is not, necessary. It's not oil, it's necessary. So why? And the silver, there's many places with silver. So, the resources are all like snacks. The resources of taking Venezuela's or Mexico's oil and silver mines and Colombia's, etc., are snacks. It's not the meal. It's not the barbecue. It's not the meat and potatoes that we're after. And talk about food. I don't know how it's like we're very primal. Earth animals are primal too. Besides being other things, they're also primal. Now, we haven't heard the real story about 3i Atlas, R2 Swan, or any other spacecraft or space interstellar object that has come into our visual sight. We haven't heard. But the fact that the Bermuda Triangle, think of it, underwater, top-level secret base. That we don't want any other countries sniffing around we consider because the point of contact, convergence, the convergence from we are the center of the universe to we are just one of many species in the universe. The aliens. They want to have more openness. And who is to control the base? Don't get close, because we will kill you if you try to get in between our base, our alien base, the Bermuda Triangle, that we have been working for decades and decades and decades with, to give them what they need. In return, to give us what we need. Us, U.S., us. Now, does that now why would the United States, in its 130 at least $1 trillion deficit, want to take on the people of Venezuela, want to take on the people of Mexico, want to take on the people of Colombia? Now, let's say the United States is successful in these operations. All right. And we destroy their infrastructure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? Now that's where you would come to. We would have the burden to rebuild their countries. Does it make sense? Does it add up? Does it add up? Unless there's it's just a ruse, just a sideway, a segue, a sideway, a side story, a secondary thing. Hello, how are you? That they want to have control of underwater area 51, secret alien base. Now, doesn't it? The aliens have been known to. I mean, it's been going on for a long, long time of aliens kidnapping, abducting people, and using them for experimentation, as well as animals and other sources. Now, you can say there are documented cases of all this. It goes on and on and on. Now, we're not going to say that there are not having these things. We are saying that the fact of the matter is that the true purpose of war in Venezuela, the true purpose of potential war with Colombia and Mexico, is to have control of the Bermuda Triangle, to have control, first time access, and we are in the declaration of existence of other non-humans, of interdimensional intelligence, of others. Okay, so let's do this. Let's see now. Is the war in Venezuela, are we trying to have sole ownership, the secret of the Bermuda Triangle? Now, why else would you have people change or ships disappear if it was not other technology involved? Other technology, not just like, hokey pokey and a whole bunch and some kind of tribal witch doctor going, no. That's the garbage that we've been fed. Now let's look at this as scientists in a scientific manner, right? In a scientific manner, because we are dealing with advanced civilizations. In fact, maybe they're just returning. So let's see now. What do we see here? We see many possibilities. Yeah, this one. Are we dealing with control of the Bermuda Triangle? Control. I own you. You have to go through me. Batch, right? Almost that attitude, that prime, where I'm going to beat you up if you don't listen. You have to go through me. So now what we're not seeking is not dominance, but being the advisory to the alliance. What alliance? No, we're in for this is the end times of our particular egocentric reality, our power structure, but it's the opening of something else. The opening of something else. And this else is what they're trying to keep the lid on. This is the reason for all the wars. It's not just the earth riches. No, because we've already have Elon Musk ready to go to Mars and everything else to get the asteroids that have gold, silver, lithium, things like that. We're not back in Columbus day of being sent out by some aristocratic bureaucrats to conquer a non-communicative culture. No, this is something else. But the mindset is still back there in the 14th century, the 15th century. Yeah. We haven't really, even though we've been obliterated or smothered with sci-fi fantasy, sci-fi conditioning, mostly we have, and of course we've been getting a lot of apocalypse, disasters, dysfunctional societies, and be scared and be very scared. But it's not like that. It's not really like that. It's just to get those true grit emotions going. Just wants to poke out. All right, let's see. Let's see. I took a few. First, that wants to come first, so we'll take this first. Now, the first thing we get is the universe. Ah, the universe. The universe. The universe. Speak of the irony of the whole thing of this reading. We're talking about alien technology and alien base being the Bermuda Triangle, a contact point for disclosure, a contact point that's necessary to be in control of this disclosure. Right? We have here, let's move this over a little bit. Now, the universe. The universe is contacting us. Now, politicians want to be the first to have this connection, making it, if you go to any type of elite, I'll say elite, just to use that word, learning center, meaning they deal with more than just our town, Main Street, our town and Main Street. They're dealing with more than just the capitals of different countries, but they deal with the universe. They're still dealing with the mentality of these people in control of these huge telescopes and scientific, studies and experimentations are still dealing with, like, who put their hands in the candy jar? What country put their hands in the candy jar? It's that type of level. But anyway, we have the universe here. The universe, the entirety. The next one we got, failure. Ooh, failure. The seven of coins. The seven of coins. Is this? Seven of coins. And the universe. Now, asking if this Bermuda Triangle. Now, Bermuda Triangle's been around with all its rumors for decades. So obviously they're not content with these forces that are in contact with certain human groups are not content with what's happening. They are not content with the level of development for our entry or our Earth entry into its admittance into the universe. They're not they. And that's a loaded one, a loaded pronoun. They are not happy with us. Failure. There's seven of coins. They're just trying to see if there's some kind of ultimatum has been issued to us. That we, the people, the masses of this earth, are not yet exposed on a talkative, open channel. Next one we got. We get the three of coins. The three of coins, the three of this. And look at it. Some sort of balance is necessary. Some sort of, not waiting. This is it. We're going to have conversions. We're going to have communications. That's what it's all about. It's like the universe is ready to step in. Hi, Chris. The universe is ready to step in and take control of revelations being we are not alone. And that's why the United States is being so cavalier towards human life, because the stakes are high enough. They don't care, or they just don't care, period. Who's running the show? They've been giving it, there's more than one type of non-human connection. But we have the universe, we have the seven of coins, failure. Our failure as a species. And then we have the three of coins. The three of coins works. The control factor has been levied. Four of them, huh? Well, yes, it's speculative, Chris. It's speculative. Now the next one we get. Look at this. The tower. Oh, this does not look good. This does not look good. This does not look good. Does not look good. It is, some decision has been made on a cosmic level that has nothing to do with our petty animal, lower chakra, lower energy impulses. Big things are happening. Big things are happening. It's our decision which path to take. Our decision. We, in the face of other advanced cultures, civilizations, worlds, our world stinks. We stink. We smell. Thank you for the likes. We smell. Look at this. They take us as a zoo. The world, our earth is nothing but a stupid zoo. And certain countries, certain places have lower energy than most. And just because you have low energy does not mean you don't have might. When you're certain types of power, it's a squashing of others. If you have a group of people and they're all starving, it becomes Hunger Games. But this is a hunger for like control of the power. Bermuda Triangle is a hotspot. And that's what the battle is all about. Of course, they're not going to tell you or I, oh, we think we have an alien base in the Bermuda Triangle. No, because that would open the door too far, too soon. Yes, we are the petting zoo. The ones that like us, the ones that hate us, the ones that fear us. There's too much control on us. It's too much lids, too much, oh, don't look that way, don't dress that way, don't talk that way, because you will seem strange. And that's why right now we have all this play of mental illness. You must be cuckoo, nuts, disturbed, depressed. I'm not making game of certain of people's mindset. I'm simply saying that this is the marketing aspect of the control grid. Yes. They hide. Yes. Civilizations are everywhere. They're in the sea, they're in the ocean. These advanced civilizations, these non-human civilizations are in the sea, in the mountains, Now, I have seen things in the mountains myself. I have seen advanced craft decades. I have seen them ever for as long as I can remember. I've seen them. And yes, I was scared. I was frightened. I was also like, oh my God, why do I keep on seeing these things? I've moved from the country, from isolation, to middle of cities just to get away from what I was seeing. But this isn't about me. This is about reality of the world we live in. We live in. And we're being viewed as a joke, a bad joke. And what do you do to a bad joke? You can it. You can it. You go, you go, oh, oh, oh. So we've been getting an ad nausea feeling from other civilizations. We are the zoo. All we want to do is hit everybody else. All we want to do. Look at that. Did you see that? Do you see that? Cruelty. Oh, this is so dismal. This is so dismal. This is such a dismal thing. Area 51 being a secret alien base. And why that we are being cruel, absolute failure. We are being all this negative things. We are showing here's a certain part of us is showing something that the rest of the universe, a huge portion of the universe will not tolerate. Will not tolerate. Do not want. No help wanted. Cruelty. Failure. Cruelty. The Nine of Swords. Oh, the Nine of Swords. Doesn't seem good, does it? No. That this is what we're doing. The war element. This is bad news. And then we have the Tower. Look at this combination. The Tower. Seven of Coins. Nine of Swords. You can almost see the element. Earth element. Wind element. Communication. What are we doing to the earth? The earth. And then we have the Tower. Falling apart. People. Earth is falling apart. Earth. United States is falling apart. That's part of the earth. And going around in a warring manner, which we do know war is just total destruction of control. Now, we see the universe is looking upon us. The universe is looking upon us as something that needs control, needs work, and glorifying our bad qualities. The Tower, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, failure, cruelty, in the Tower. Our days are numbered. Our days are numbered of inflicting cruelty and subjugating people to take sides over BS. And then you have right now in the United States, you have the Epstein's files that were supposed to be also released. Now, the Epstein files is very complicated. How many pimps do you know that get to have dinner with and hang out and have people off guard in their huge mansions that have, who was paying for all this, right? Who had the contact? Who was the point of contact? Jeffrey Epstein was such a handsome man, such a charismatic talent, that he was able to put other people's libido together. Sex together, deals together. It's very complicated. It's very obvious. All this reptilian, low energy manipulation. It wasn't for the good of the masses. It's very, very revealing, isn't it? And the more revealing it is, the more we call war. We have to get our mojo. Use that word, mojo. We have to press the buttons. I'm going to sneeze. I can feel it building. I can control it. Oh, something, 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 something. Now, this tower, and this is one deck, right? Fourth deck. This is different. But it shows us that this point of action stinks. It stinks. It stinks. It absolutely stinks. And that our days of just going around being cruel, being obtuse. There's no great days ahead of us if we can't pull this together. And I don't mean taking over somebody else's snacks, oil, silver, that whole circle. That whole circle of that area of the Bermuda Triangle. Wow. It's something that we have to, not only, we're being asked as a people, as a race, as vibrations, to we're being asked to grow up, grow out, grow inward, grow outward, to grow, to grow, to grow. We're being asked. We're giving the signs. Blood, earth, blood, water. And then we're giving this like pacifying answers. We went through this already. Huh? Do we have to see the world looking like Gaza? Like Ukraine? And that's the publicized areas. We're being told, you, I, and all within our sphere of contact, our energy, right? It's something. We have been inhabited for a while in certain little sectors, but they don't want to stay there. They want to, no. They're saying, are we worthwhile? Are we worthwhile? Are we worthwhile? We can't control ourselves. We can't govern ourselves. And who in these a world war is nothing but like, I'm top dog. Aliens, deal with me. Deal with me. Deal with me in the hearts that want to covet their resources and covet what they have so they can further dominate and further expand. Do you think that other planets want to have humans come and visit them? Looking at them, it's like going, ooh, I'm smarter. Oh, I want, I need, I'll take what you have. Do you think that? Do you think they're going to allow? Now let's look at this, the tower, the 9 of swords, and the 7 of disc, explanatory. Let's just pull a couple more on the Bermuda Triangle being an alien base. What do you think? Do you think that I'm speaking through messages from a frustrated spirit, frustrated energy? Doesn't it make sense to you? Think beyond your own front yard and backyard and your own mobility. Think about the collective. Think about us earth people, us earth humans, and what we're doing. We are going to Mars. We've already been there. We wouldn't know. And even though they degrade, they say, oh, psychic energy, they make movies out of it. They make they laugh about psychic. Oh, you could hear me, or you can move things, and you're a crackpot. But wait, those little cute little names. Each and every military country has psychic force, a psychic team. They do. They don't talk about it much. because they don't want these skill set to be commonplace. Yes, worker ants, worker ants. They are using us, our sweat, our dreams, our sex, our ecstasy, our anguish. Studying, studying. What do you do with mice in a laboratory? We're in a lab of different creatures, different beings, different intelligence. Look at the way we keep repeating. We keep repeating cardinal emotions, cardinal desires. And now we're going the robot thing. We're going to go into AI, the robot thing. But this is right now the Bermuda Triangle. I can see that it is some sort of secret base. Some kind of secret base. Page of Pentacles. Again, the Six of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Secret base. The idea of it. There's more than one. More than one. More than one. More than one intelligence. And the Knight of Cups. It's their territory. It's like their embassy. It's their embassy. Their embassy. When you have embassies of foreign countries in your country, they have the right of that space. They are not part of your country in good times. So that is a base. That is their embassy. The Bermuda Triangle is their base. Is their base. Their embassy. It is not what it seems to be. All those little hokey pokey Sinbad in this, in the seven seas, all these type of like tooth fairy stories. These are tooth fairy stories because they want to cover up, put as much magic, as much mystery, fantasy, so you won't get wind of the real deal. The real deal. The Bermuda Triangle is an alien embassy, consulate. And it's more than, I would say the Six of Cups tells us it's more than just one type of non-human. More than one type of non-human. Does that make sense? Tell me. Answer. What do you think? Don't you think that do not think that we do not. They're not going to stay in a little flying saucer and just go beam me up and go boom, 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 boom. When you see in the movies, no, they have their headquarters in the mountains, in the waters, in the deserts. Everywhere they have their base, and certain ones have certain places. And Bermuda Triangle is one of the such facility. Such facility. That's why the United States is attacking Venezuela. Drugs. Drugs are so easy to place to mental illness, craziness. They're getting pharmaceuticals are getting their mojo happening. In fact, they can dismiss hallucinations, besides having the rhetoric of calling people, labeling people nuts, theorists, conspiracies, whatever. I mean, I don't have to repeat the nonsense. The ABCs of the first grader, the primal, the lower levels. But look to the heavens. Look to the heavens. We're being forced to look to the heavens. Don't look at your neighbor in the neighbor's window or backyard, or watch who's coming and going in the driveway. Other people's driveways. Don't look at your little phones. No. Beam up higher. Yes. More, and in fact, we also heard the moon And we are mystic moons. We also have heard that the moon is a base too, a base, a base. There are structures that NASA will never tell you the truth. We're never going to know the truth if we don't reach out to people who aren't afraid of telling its people the truth. But of course, is a weapon. Truth is power. If they lose that power, if somebody else gets in there. Now, what is a band of psychic warriors? A band of psychic energy. What is psychic energy? Can you grab it? Yes, I can shake you down and say, wake up, wake up, wake up. Yes, Chris, space people. Yep, remember, people, Earthlings, how much money our governments are spending in having a space force? All our governments have a space force. In fact, they're probably spending more money on a space force than they are on agricultural needs of the masses of these countries involved on this planet. Right? They are. Which is why you have synthetic foods, 3D printed meats, muscle tissues, things like that. Yes, the moon is a base. It's proven. Just go and look upon India exploration. Who told us, before in the United States, NASA was always saying the moon is powdery white dust. However, the Chinese have proven it is dark. It's black soil. It's black. And then the Indians, they have had their own probes and they have found things. Do we hear about it here in this colonialistic United States? No, because they're Indians. Because they are different. Because they are different. And what do we hear? A lot of thumping, 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 the end days apocalypse, the ruin, the stars and the moons, and this and that. Now, we do know technology is at the point we can synthesize holograms. I've seen them. You've seen them. We've seen them. Etc., etc., etc. So, advances are only, are not being discussed. Instead, we're going, they want to, we want to, and all in a thump thump caveman, purely lower base energy level. Pure lower base energy level. Why? Why do they want to have us not embrace who we really are? Who we can contact? Now, you look at the commercials on television, you look at everything. Everything seems more stupid, more lame, more dull. How many times can you watch the reruns? How many times can you watch these old actors who don't seem to be acting, who just, the same look, the same face, and we crave innovation. We crave our powers. We want to touch each other. Have you ever remote viewed? Have you ever stepped out of your body? They call it, this is where the mental health brigade is stepping in. Because anything that isn't sweat at a job, sweat for this, for food, shelter, for acceptance to be one of the mediocre people, embracing mediocrity. Anything that steps beyond that is crazy. Looney Tunes, local, right? When is part of our natural selves as being human is being able to leave your body, leave this not in death, but in an exploration, in unity, in communication. It's an advancement, Again, the secrets of the Bermuda Triangle being the embassy of the consulate. Understand these words? Of course you do. Of course you do. They don't want us to. We're putting this in Earth terminology. Our purpose here is not just to eat, sleep, defecate, and reproduce, and work for someone, toil and sweat. Our purpose is more, and not to galvanize other worlds and exploit them. As we seem to do with our own people, we galvanize and exploit. And you can say that is our cardinal basis. The weak will devour the strong. Enough, it would, if it's a burden, but the strong will devour the weak. It's a two-way street. There's north and there's south. It's not just one direction. It's base, destiny, back and forth, destination. So we have a lot to think about, don't we? We have a lot to think, but think about that. The Bermuda Triangle being an alien outpost. Okay? Otherwise, and that's not the only one, but one of them. And that's why the war is going on in the Caribbean, north part of South America. And even naming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Is it the Americas or is it the Gulf of America? It's trying to put that layer after layer after layer after layer. Power control. Yes, stargates. Now, how much of this thing is fantasy? All the shows we've seen in outer sci-fi, and how much it is reflections, how much is little tick, 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 tick. I'm gonna poking. Think about it, everyone. It's a new one. Your comments are welcome. If you care to support our channel, and any $2, $1, send it to Jewel, saying that we shine, Mystic Moon shines. There's a little bit of egotism here. I'm not without it. Neither are you. Because understanding that we do need a lot of growth, and we are experiencing our growth. We're breaking out of shells. Yes. We're growing. We have so many places to go, so much mileage, so much kilometers, kilomiles. We have so much thrust, so much potential. It's here. Other civilizations that have lived on this planet have experienced what we are just breaking into. And it's up to us. It's up to the awakened ones of us, is to prepare for what? The beauty, the distance of where we can go, of what we must go. It's more than just our petty little socialization here and there, and our nationalities and our skin complexion and our body types. No. Yes, we are put in this form, but it is just one part of our form in the now. Think about it. Think about our potential. Think about what awaits us. It's rather exciting. However, also be wary of those that try to clamp you down, shut you down, because it is mighty. It is mighty. It is a wonderment. Strengthen your bodies, your physical bodies, to be able to handle the energies, the frequencies, the light energies, the interpretive awakening that we are beginning to realize that it's ours to have. Ours to have. Ours to have. I'm going to close this. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very, very much for being in this exploration. I didn't know I was going to do this today, but I just realized something. Some message was given, and I just wanted to share that the Bermuda Triangle is not just a myth, not just a fable, not a fable, not a myth, but it is a portal. It is an opening. It is not it is a space of contact with them, for us. Yes. I wanted to mention one thing when I was living in the mountains, higher than now. I'm still in the mountains. But the roads, like you've all seen city roads in the winter, right? Or city roads in general, right? Town roads. You can tell a lot by an area by the roads. Well, in some very remote places in the mountains, the roads are more pristine than any other roads in the United States. And they're kept. There's not a mark, there's not a dent, and it's always, always kept pristine, no matter what the weather, no matter snow, ice. And it's not traveled. It's not heavily traveled. 1 or 2 cars per afternoon, per morning. And one of them is the mail truck, the mail wagon. And 1 or 2, they're isolated spots. Not many people live in these roads. Not many. So, the same thing about the Bermuda Triangle. Well, thank you. And we will again explore the cosmos, the universe, pick up where this energy is taking us. In the meantime, think about it, feel it. Until the next time, thank you very much.